Well, hi there. I want to welcome you to this week's episode of AI Clubhouse. My name is Ginger Bell, and I'm flying solo today. Both Scott and Steve have other projects they're working on, and so I am going to be going through some things we talked about last week on our podcast. And before we do, a couple of things. I want to make sure that you all can hear me. I'm going to actually share my screen. So as I do that, if you can let me know that you can see my screen, I would absolutely love that. I'm not sure if the chat box or the Q&A box is working at this time. So if you can just type in either one of those that you see. And if you are on below, or if you are watching on our Facebook group, if you can also just type in the comments and let me know that you can see my screen, that would be great. I'm actually going to hop over here real quick and make sure that I am in the correct place. So bear with me here. Okay, you can see your screen, you can see me, all of that. The chat is disabled. Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with the chat. But I want to make sure that we are streaming. It looks like we are. So if you do have questions today, as we're going through, you can type them in to, oops, I'm going to have to get back on here. Bear with me just a second. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so you guys should be able to see me and doing. Fred, Crystal, I see you're watching on Facebook. I love that. So before we get started, a couple of things that I want to note here. The first thing is that we are probably going to be changing from our Zoom meeting because I want to be able to stream also to LinkedIn. So we want to be able to make what we're doing available for more than just Facebook. We're looking at adding LinkedIn. And in order to do that, I cannot use Zoom. So I'm thinking about doing that for those of you who are on our weekly call through our Zoom. And I think we've got like almost 900 people registered now. Not all of you watch it, but I want to be able to expand into LinkedIn. So when I do that, I'll let you all know ahead of time so you make sure and you know where to go. The other thing is you can always catch our previous episodes at our website, which is aiclubhouse.co. So here you'll be able to see all of our episodes. So we've got one up there, two up there. If you register, you can always get notification when the next episode comes out. So that's just a little housekeeping thing for you. Let's hop in. I told you last week I was going to share with you how to navigate through the GPTs. And so this is in ChatGPT. If you have the 3 version, you have 3.5. We're going to be going through the paid version, which is 4 or plus, and it's $20 a month. So you guys, seriously, you are worth $20 a month to invest in yourself, your business. I look at it like you are hiring the most amazing marketing person to be on your team. That's $20 a month. I mean, that's not even 4 lattes from Starbucks. In fact, I'm not even sure that gets you 3 lattes from Starbucks nowadays. So let's go ahead and hop in. The first thing you're going to do is over here, you can see you're going to have to switch. We're going to have to switch over the Chat GPT-4. This little here sidebar opens up your sidebar. And here on the top, you will see what's the GPTs. And I have several GPTs that I've created. I use them all for different things. But if you click on Explore GPTs, here you will see the new GPT store, if you will. And here you have everything available that is new, what's working, what's not working on GPTs. But there's definitely a lot of information here. But when you see this, this is actually the GPT store. Now, you can create a GPT, you can make it available in the GPT store. I'm not sure if they're for sale yet or not. Most people, most companies are just making it to where it's just a resource that's available. Uh, and we'll see what happens in the future as with everything with ChatGPT. But what I want to go through is really how to search for the GPTs and what you're looking for. So they have here top picks. Canva is one. If you're using Canva for your marketing, this is a nice GPT to use. So you're just going to click on that. It's going to open another window for you. And then you will see a few prompts in here that are already set up. And so you can say, let's just choose one of these prompts. We're going to click on this. Very simple prompt. How about an inspirational quote graphic for social media? Now, I was using this on Monday. I was traveling back from Florida, and I actually was in the Delta Sky Lounge and wasn't having any success with this and getting an URL. And so it's giving me it wants a little bit more information. And this you'll see. So this is what you call a two-step prompt. So this is the first step, this is the second step. So it wants to know a quote that we may have in mind. And so let's say, for example, a quote from, let's see if it grabs this. One of my favorite quotes about sharpening your axe. Fred Krieger, you know this quote. We've used it before a time or two in workshops that we have done. So let's see if it comes up with it. Yeah, there's an error in talking. And so this is one of those things that's not going to be able to grab that. And so it looks like it's not able to go onto the internet and grab this. And so I'm going to put in here just a quote that I always say, which is always pass on what you have learned. And then I'm just going to put my name in here. Let's see if it actually creates a graphic. So this is the thing, and I'm just letting you know when you're getting into these GPTs, especially like I've been playing around with some on website design, not good. And it's just, whoops, and not doing well in talking right now. There's some issues. So that's one of the things you want to be aware of. So let's go ahead and go back in here. So that one wasn't working. There's a logo creator, so you can use that. There's your standard, these are GPTs that are actually created by the GPT team. And so this might be one. Last week, Steve was talking about using it for writing a children's book. And so here you've got take an idea, turn it into a whimsical coloring book with pages. And so you can put something in here. So let's say buying a home. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We probably will need to put some more. But how cool would it be if it can create a coloring book about buying a home? I did a book last year that's still available. That's a children's book, kind of a highlights book that you can co-brand for yourself. And we commissioned a very good Disney artist to do the graphics on that. Took a lot of time and a lot of money. And so if this works, then we'll see what happens. I'm going to let that one kind of marinate a little bit, but I want to just give you an idea on different things you have here. So there's writing, and it looks like there is different things you can get into here. There's some things on productivity. You can look at those. Now, this is one that I actually just made a video on this, which is invideo. And invideo actually is a pretty cool tool to create a video, and usually it makes the whole video. So let's say we're just going to click on this prompt. This is going to be a two-step prompt. So let's create an explainer video. It's going to come back and it's going to ask for some more information. So here we have these 3 things in here, 4, 5 things in here. So it wants to know the topic. So what I would do is I would just take, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste it in here. So a couple of things, just so you know, if you want to give a space while you're in chat, hit your shift key and your enter key at the same time, and this will give you a space. That is important because I want to build on this prompt, but I don't want to hit enter yet because that's going to send it flying to start asking for information. So click on shift and enter, and then that'll give you the space to fill it in. So somebody type in the chat, what is our topic or our subject for this explainer video that we want to see? Anyone type in there? Type onto our chat or type onto our Facebook and let me know what it is that you all want us to have for the subject. Not seeing anything. Do we got anything in here? Yes, yes. Anyone? Anyone? Give me a topic. Give me a subject. Anything? You guys are going to make me work, sing for my supper today, aren't you? How about... Have we got anything? I'm going to wait, you guys. Oh, there we go. You guys are getting me something here. Okay. Lee, how to make scrambled eggs. Okay. How to use your tax refund for a down payment. I like that one, Tina. That's the one we're going to use. Okay. So I'm going to do this. Tina, thank you for that. This is a very timely topic. What a great idea, right? How to use your tax refund for a down payment. Fred, reverse mortgages. Crystal saying debt reduction refi. That's good, specific. These are all things that you could use in this. So this is a prompt for invideo AI and any specific points. So I'm going to hit shift and enter. Any specific points or key messages that we want to include. Tina, what do you think? Any key messages that we want to include on this? Number one, what? What? Why now? What else? Number two. What else? What's our key specific points? How to, and then we'll just put number three. What else? It's, how about you don't need 20% down, right? We want to talk about those programs, which a lot of people think they need 20% down. Now, who is this intended audience? So let's just call it first-time homebuyers. And then the preferred tone. So it's going to pick up on that. We want it casual and informative. You can change it down the road if you want to, but let's start with that. Any details you'd want to incorporate. So let's include my contact information at www.thebestlender.com. Okay, so let's see what it comes up with. While it's going to work, I'm going to pop over here real quick and see if our coloring book. So now this is standard. Here's a coloring book page. This will be fun and simple scene for kids to color. Okay, so it's a page. It's not really a book. Let's see if we can give me another page. This is one of those things, and again, as we're getting started with everything in AI, especially chat, it begins with something that's like, yeah, that kind of works, and then it starts getting a little bit better. So we'll see if it actually, so it looks like it's just a one-page thing it's going to do here. That's okay. We're going to download it. This is Dolly here, and it just comes out as a PNG, so you can see that. Something you could probably put into maybe a graphic or something else. Doesn't really do a lot for me, but it could be a graphic you can use in something. It's not what I would call an actual book. But let's look at our invideo. So basically what it's doing, it's giving me feedback. And so here that's giving me my title, Maximizing Your Tax Refund, Smart Steps to Homeownership. And then it's calling it a brief. and it talks about what we're going to do with this. So it's going to create a casual, informative explainer video targeted at first-time homebuyers. The video will guide viewers on how to use their tax refund effectively for a down payment on a home. It'll address these 3 key points: why now is the right time, how to use your tax refund for a down payment, and busting the myth. You don't need 20% down. I like that. Talks about it's going to be friendly, who our audience is, what platforms you're going to use, and it's telling us it's going to be approximately 3 minutes. Now it's going to proceed to creating a script. Once the script is ready, we can move on. And so it's already got it. So it already talked to the invideo AI while I was talking, and it's giving us this script. Now, you need to have a subscription in with invideo, which I do. I don't know what the price is, but I do know that it works. So now it's got me signed in there. So one of the things they don't really tell you. So here's a prompt setting it up, but it's a way for them to sell their service. I do like invideo. I think it is good. The only thing I can tell you about invideo is it's not for you to record your own video. They actually create the video for you. Now, it didn't pick up with this, which is a little concerning. So let's see, it talked to invideo. It gave us that information. We got the script. Now we're going to click on that after I signed in, which is good. And then it's going to create a video using this exact script. So from a prompt, I'm going to back up here just so you guys can follow along. So the simple prompt, and this was through the GPT that was in the store. So right here, we clicked on this and it's under productivity, and it's the invideo. So it's a video maker by invideo AI. So if you're looking for this GPT, then you can probably go in here and just put in video. If I could only type, and oops, I typed it wrong. Video, there we go. And so it'll go and it should bring that up. So if you're searching for it and you say, Ginger, I can't remember where that was, you go into search and you can type that in there. So now it's giving me that, but we've already got this one in here. And it's going to ask for this information. So we took these items and we filled those out, and we just answered the questions. And so once we answered those questions, then it came back, it created our script. And now as it's going through that, and you can see what it's doing is it's actually creating this entire video. So again, this particular tool, technology, it's not anything you download on your computer. It is used, honestly, just online. So you don't have to download anything. You can go in, set up the prompt. It'll communicate with your platform. You have to pay for it. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those things that you can look at. It's different tiers. And then it takes the information from the script it wrote, and now it is creating the video. So if you don't want to do talking head videos, so if there's, say, and I want you to do your own videos. I want to see your beautiful face on video. I want to hear your voice. I want people to be able to get to know you. But this is something you can use in addition. And this is something that you can add to the marketing that you're doing. So here we've got this, and we're going to go, I'm going to make sure that you all can hear this. So hold on just a second here. I need to make sure that I have my play share sound. Okay, so let's see how it did.
Welcome to Maximize Your Tax Refund. Smart Steps to Home Ownership.
Okay, one of the things I can tell straight off on this is I don't like the voice. So I can go in and I can change this voice. And so that's for the audio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. So I'm going to change the audio to a female American voice. And so what I'm going to do now it's going to go, it's going to change that audio. It's going to change the voiceover. It's probably going to keep the same information in there as far as the videos, the stock videos, that footage, and the music, but you can go through and change that. So now that quick, it's automatically like you and I could not even record the audio on this that quickly, but let's see how it sounds.
Welcome to Maximize Your Tax Refund, Smart Steps to Home Ownership. As a first-time homebuyer, you might think that owning a home is out of reach. But what if I told you that your tax refund could be your ticket to home ownership? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about why now is the right time.
Okay, so you're seeing here now it's adding here. So it's got our captions in here as well. It has everything you need.
With current market conditions, using your tax refund for a down payment could be a smart financial move. You can turn your tax return into an investment in your future. Next, how do you do it? Start by setting aside your refund as
Now, I don't love the music on this. It's kind of scary music. And so I would change the music to upbeat and make the captions larger. And again, that's the thing. Once it gets into this, you can just start telling it, hey, this is what I want you to do. Hey, this is what I want you to do. And then it'll start doing that. So it changed the subtitle outline, changed the music to upbeat, just that fast. Let's see how it
Welcome to
sounds.
Maximize Your Tax Refund, Smart Steps to Home Ownership. As a first-time homebuyer, you might think that owning a home is out of reach. But what if I told you that your tax refund could be your ticket to home ownership? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about why now is the right time. With current
Okay, what do you guys think? Pretty cool, right? Within what, 10 minutes, you have a video that you can honestly put into either your newsletter, you could post it onto social media, all of those things, and honestly, just a few clicks. So we're going to export this, and you want to be able to get rid of the iStock image. So you're going to have to pay for whatever that is. You can export it in, we're previewing it right now. It's 480 pixels, but you can export it into an HD, which is what you want. So we're going to export it. You can honestly get it into 4K if you want to. And it has, you can have the invideo branding. I don't want that on there. I'm not going to promote them. You can select your resolution. If you want the 720, it'll download a little faster. If you want the 1080, that's fine. Honestly, the 4K, it doesn't even look like it's going to give it to me right now. The other thing, so looking at this, you've used 31 of 80 iStock licenses. So this video requires 9 more. It resets in 2 days. So if I were to download this video, which I'm not going to because I'm not going to use it, but that's how you use this. And basically, you just get a flat plan of how many of the in-stock videos you're going to use. And then that just goes into part of your monthly cost for your marketing. So combining something with the ChatGPT with something like this can be very powerful. Fred, yes, faster than I can do it. It's faster than I can do it too. And definitely for recording. So you think about this. I mean, reverse mortgages, Fred, great example, right? To be able to put something in there like that. This is a great way to be able to do that. Okay, so that's one of the things. It's a video maker by invideo AI. You do need the video subscription. The other thing you can do in looking at here is you can also create your own GPT. So in addition to the store, and this is where it actually started out, you can also create your own GPT. And going into that, what you want to do is begin here. And we started doing this last week. And one of the things, I'm just going to walk you through how to do this. So when you click on this, it is going to, and you want to click on create. So if it takes you to configure, go back to create, because when you click on create, it's going to walk you through all the steps. So Fred, I'm going to pick on you. So create a marketing assistant for Fred Krieger. Now let's see what it does. And we're going to fill in around this. So it's kind of like starting off with that blank coloring page that we had. And now we're going to let it do its base, and then we're going to start filling. You can have as many GPTs as you want. We have GPTs for all of our clients. We do video production, we do podcast production, We write ghost writing for books. We do a lot of different things, but the first thing we do is create a GPT. When we create that GPT, we want to create it in your voice. And so I'll do another video coming up on one of our episodes that'll go through how you create a voice where it writes in your own voice, and it's taking your content, so your videos, your emails, anything you've written, and it'll actually write in your own voice. So it won't have that kind of canned ChatGPT look to it. It'll actually have it in your style and how you would do this. Okay, so Marketing Maven. I don't know, Fred, what do you think? Marketing Maven. I think we'll call it something else. It's one of those things you can call it. If you have another name, you can call it another name. This is going to do marketing, so that's good. So we're going to say that's good. And the next thing it's going to do is it's going to go and it's going to create the little icon that's going to help you identify those. I always let it create its own. You can upload a logo, you can upload a picture. It doesn't always keep the picture, and I know that'll get better at doing that, but it can go and do that as well. And so now it's going to get in, it's generating the profile picture. And once it does that, and this is done through Dolly, no, that is not Fred, but we are going to use that one. So I'm going to say give him a beard. Sorry, that does not look like you, Fred. In your younger days, he doesn't have enough muscle, though. Okay, so you can come in whatever you want. The idea is you're not going to use this in your marketing. Honestly, the only reason to have this profile picture is so when you see it, you say, oh, I know, that's my Marketing Maven for Fred. If you're doing this for your business, you could have that. Ah, that looks better. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. Now it's going to go and it's going to take us through the next steps. And part of the next steps is configuring this. So we can start using it in everything we're doing. So now it's going to go, it's going to automatically update. It's going to go right into here. It's going to, I just aged. That was it. That's what AI, actually, I think that's what the last year in the mortgage industry has done, right? So now it's saying, let's refine the context. And so what it wants to know is, what should it focus on? So these kind of things. So I'm going to put in here, focus on marketing for the reverse mortgage product. And you can go in here and you can say whatever you want in here. So it's going to go through, it's going to focus on this. You can get as detailed as you want. This is very basic. The more detailed you get, the better responses you're going to get. So what I recommend is spend a little time and create this so you have access to it and you can use this. And again, this is in that. Okay. So there we go. Sorry, I'm just reading your questions. So it says, in addition, ask for additional information, ask for details, or should it base on general trends and best practices? Give you, now this is a cool thing, a reverse mortgage guideline handbook to pull information from. I will upload it. I want you to use that for reference. So it's going to go in and it's going to go through that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to configure. And this is where you're going to go in and you're going to configure your information in there. And we are at a half an hour. So that means, you know me, I like to stick to a half an hour and I love to leave you hanging for more. So what it's going to do, I'll finish this part out. So what it's going to do is going to ask for the handbook. and it's going to ask for anything else, professional and things like that. Now that's important. And I think what I'll do next week, Fred, we'll go ahead and finish this out next week. But what I do want to do is, first of all, always click on save. So you can have it to only you, only with a link, or to everyone. So I don't recommend doing it to everyone because that ChatGPT store is open right now. So if you have any information in there that you don't want public, save it only to me. If you want to share it with your team, you can click on anyone with a link. Now, if you do share this link with anyone, they cannot go in and customize it. So they will need to set up their own, and that's important. So I'm going to click on only me. And to give you an idea what we're going to cover next week, I am going to click on Explore GPTs, and then to find your GPTs, you're going to click on My GPT. Fred, yes, 100%. This is so important, and especially for compliance. And you and I should probably hop on a call because you're going to love this. So here, this is VA marketing. I'm going to click over here. I'm going to click on Edit the GPT. And if you click on Configure, so this is why it's good for compliance here. So check this out. It has the name is VA Marketing, description, but here I'm giving it specific instructions. So here you're a creative VA loan assistant specialized in generating marketing content for VA home loans. Your role is to create engaging, informative content. And then it has in here, be respectful. And I don't want any things like trigger terms or APR. Hello, compliance loves that, right? Where it cannot talk about it. It can't post anything like that. It's not going to give that content. The other thing here is, I'm going to go down here, always include the NMLS information. Same thing for compliance. So any disclosure information in there, you can set these up to where they have access to those. You can also set, like here, personalized interactions by addressing the audience directly, using phrases like dear veteran or fellow service member, all of those things. And then you have your conversation starters. So these here are what you're seeing over here. I like to have the prompts I'm going to use all the time be right there. And this is the knowledge. So this is where you can upload. I uploaded the VA Lender's Handbook here. Now you want to make sure that you keep track of any updates, but Fred, you could upload all of your guidelines in here. You could make a GPT for all of your loan products. And the nice thing is now that Chat has opened up their corporate version is you can actually lock those down and you can make those available. You can make them available to all of your branches, to all of your LOs, and you can control that information. So many things you can do with this, but I did want to jump over here and just give a brief little peek into the GPT store, into the center, and what you can do with this. And what do you guys want to cover next week? I'm seeing some questions over here. Mickey's saying, so the video that we made, could we use the video to post to social media? Absolutely, 100%. You can use it to post to social media. You could even post it onto your YouTube channel. So there's a lot of things you can get rid of. Tina, to get rid of the iStock watermark and the invideo, you have to subscribe and pay for that. So you have to pay for those videos the way that it showed right here. So where it went here, it's like if I was going to download it, then I would export it and it's going to make me use a license. So I'm going to license those. So however many videos that it's used is what it's going to take away from your subscription. And it resets every month. So you always get new ones. And fast and professional. Yeah, Lee, that's what it is. Okay, so that is it, guys, for today. I'm going to go ahead and log off, and we will see you next week on our AI Clubhouse. And make sure you are hopping in. I'm still in the middle of our 30-day AI challenge. I've been posting something every day that you can try. It's always something a little bit different. So hop onto those and make sure and share. And if there's anything that we can do to help you getting into AI, please let us know. You can also, I have a YouTube channel, which is AI Mastery Center. So if you go to AIMasteryCenter.com, we're building some education pieces there. It also goes to a YouTube channel, and we're just getting started. So you guys have a great week and go make something with AI.